Today you're reacting to Hartford HealthCare staff members from all across the system. What do they know about you?
Okay.
The CEO to me is somebody that runs the company, keeps us regulatory correctness, keeps an eye on the bottom line, the financials.
I know Jeff started out as president of Hartford Hospital and then was promoted within the system to work directly under Elliot as COO, and now has recently been promoted to CEO as Elliot's retiring. I think he went to Ithaca College.
Okay. Tell me more.
Random facts, yeah.
No,
he golfs. Yeah, he golfs at Hartford Golf Club. Loves to play golf. His son plays basketball. He he lived in Avon and is moving from Avon to West Hartford. I stalked him. Yes, I've stalked him a little bit. Yes.
Chris knows a lot more about me than I knew. Let me begin there. That's really funny. Chris does an amazing job, by the way. The work that they've done on Bliss 5 East around the patient experience is like beyond amazing. It's incredible role model performance. But I have to say, he knows a lot more about me than I thought, and it's a little alarming to some point, but it's funny at the same time.
Tell me why. Why?
I think it's important to know who your new leader is going to be. I've met him personally. He's a very nice guy. I'm very aware of the struggles we have here and really just wants us to provide the best care we can, so is open to making changes where he thinks we can make changes. So I think it's an exciting time.
I'm so inspired by people like Chris. Chris is a new leader, relatively new leader in this organization, about a year, and in his capacity in management, he's making a huge difference. Chris is contributing. He's risen his patient experience scores as much or more probably than any unit across Hartford HealthCare, and he's doing it one person at a time. So the team, the people who work on Bliss 5 East, the way they've come together around this mission of making every moment matter, it's amazing. I find it truly both incredibly gratifying and inspiring. And I love to see new leaders like Chris who are interested. I mean, he's innovating. He's not holding on to past practices. He's challenging us to think differently, act differently, but he does it as a force of good. Incredibly well-intentioned. Really, really encouraging to see.
Because we're from housekeeping, and if we don't get this place in order for our patients to come in, that will cause a break problem. So I think some persons might say we are not really counted, but on the other end, I think we do a pretty important job because we are the one who got to make sure this place is up to date and, clean for our next patient to get here. Because without us cleaning, next patient can't get in.
Without a doubt. We talk about in Hartford HealthCare, every moment matters, every person matters. Healthcare is a team sport, so each person plays a vital role. And nothing happens in this organization without each person doing their job effectively. And for us to achieve excellence, everyone has to contribute. So I couldn't agree more. Everything matters, every person matters, and each one of our roles is essential.
My question for him is how is he going to, or I'd like him to outline his approach to continuing the strides that we've made in the last decade as not only an institution here at Hartford Hospital, but as a network, and where he sees us in the next 5 and next 10 years.
I couldn't be more excited. The next 5 and 10 years is going to be exceptional. If we look back at the last 10 years, we've built an integrated delivery system. We've made real progress around being most trusted for personalized, coordinated care. But if we think about putting Epic in across the health system, our Care Connect initiative, if we think about all the work we've done around integration and bringing together home care and rehab services and our assisted living facilities, our medical group, primary care, specialty care, our hospital care, assembling all of these capabilities, the next 10 years, we're going to optimize it. We're going to make a difference for patients where quality, where safety is going to be demonstrably better, where care is going to be more affordable, where we're going to be able to take care of people through health, through wellness, through sickness, through recovery, in ways that people can't even imagine today. I couldn't be more excited. I really believe the emergence of new technology, new approaches, with the foundation that we've created, has positioned us, more so than probably any health system in the country, to be a national role model. And we're going to do it right here in our communities.
For me, it would probably be like a meet and greet, kind of to learn exactly what his job is, what he does, what his concerns are, that kind of stuff, and then just almost like a question answer, go back and forth where he can ask us questions, what we do, what our main positions are, and then we can ask him what his main things.
You know, in my capacity, one of the great challenges that I have with now nearly 23,000 staff members across 313 sites of care, it's really important to hear from people, to understand the work we do, to understand the challenges and pitfalls, to appreciate the great successes we have. So I am pledging to be visible, to be engaged, to do everything I can, to be as close to the operations without interfering as I possibly can be. But it is a challenge as we become a bigger, broader health system, and I'm looking for new ways. I want other people's recommendations on how I can do things differently, on how we can best communicate. But it is something that I am very committed to improving upon as we go forward.
Like they said, he is a leader, but he should also be in tune of what's going on in the floor. He should know that nursing is kind of changing, because, not trying to be funny, but a lot of people are retiring. The nursing staff is getting younger. We learn different. We view things differently. We're going to handle situations differently. So he should know that, and he should know us. Like, it's not going to be like black or white. There's going to be gray areas and stuff like that.
What, in your mind, with everything that's happening, what's the best way to communicate with you, with your team, with this younger nurses, as you're saying, it's a new generation?
Getting us all together, you know, really making things, I don't want to say more fun, but making things enjoyable, making learning about what's going on the floor something that we can actually relate to, something we actually enjoy, giving us more freedom to express how we feel about certain things.
You know, it's being described here. This is about culture. And for people to be fulfilled, to make the best contribution that they can, to give discretionary effort, you have to work in an organization that lives to its values, that holds each other accountable for their values, and that creates a safe and secure environment for everybody to succeed. So when we think about how to inspire people of all generations to make the best contribution they can to the work we do in Hartford HealthCare, my feeling is, as leaders, is we have to create an environment that is most supportive. And that's our job, to constantly be focused and investing in creating that culture that helps people feel supported and comfortable.